So today we're going to be taking a look at the Benks MagClap ArmorAir case for the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now this case is built with 600D Kevlar and it is an ultra slim minimalist design. It is priced at $59.99, but it is on sale at Benks for $39.99, as well as you can find some coupon codes like DAD 20% or Benks 20 for 20% off of this case. So it is a great price for what you're getting. Now, like I said, this is a minimalist style case. It's durable and rustable. It's easily detachable, which is what they say on their site. I disagree with that, and I'll explain more later. But this is available for the iPhone 14, 14 Pro, and 14 Pro Max. And I'll leave links in the description for this to show you guys, and that way you can check it out for yourself. Pick one up if you're interested. Now, starting with the inside of the case, here you do get your MagSafe ring as well as your alignment magnet. And a little bit of a spoiler alert, this is a very strong magnet, but we'll get to that later. And on the inside, you don't really get too much more protection. You get a little bit of this plasticky material right here around the camera, but then on the sides of your phone, you really don't get much other protection. Like I said, this is a very minimal style phone case, so that's what it's for. It's protecting for little scratches, nicks and dings, things like that, but nothing too serious. Now, taking a look at the back of the phone, you do get this Benks metal ring around your camera right here, and you can tell that it will protect your camera a little bit more, and I'll show you that once we get the phone inside. And on the back here, you get this little bit of a textured material. It's nothing too textured, but it does pick up a little bit of fingerprinting, as you can see. Other than that, it's not too bad. There are definitely other cases that pick up fingerprints worse than this one, so that's not too much of an issue, and you can just kind of wipe it down and it takes off most of them. So let's go ahead and get the space black iPhone 14 Pro Max into this case, and we'll take a look at it. So at first thing, you do get a very nice snap into the case. And like I said before, it is a little bit difficult to take off. I want to start with that because I think that's probably the most important thing to note about this case. So what you want to do is you're going to want to get right here, this top left-hand corner, and you kind of want to maneuver that out a little bit. It's a little difficult. And in the meantime, try to kind of, I know not everybody likes doing this, but you kind of have to try to push in here a little bit, and then you're able to sort of work the case out, or I'm sorry, work the phone out and get the case off. But we'll put it back on and show you around the case. So starting with the screen, you do not really get any screen protection from this case. It is a minimal style case, so you're looking at a very, very, very small lip, if you can even see that. Now, it does hug around the top of the phone a little bit, right there where the screen is, so you are able to set it down, but I wouldn't set it down on anything that's not just a soft, flat surface because you could still scratch the screen. Now, coming along the sides, on the right side, it is closed except for where your button is, and all of the buttons on this case are exposed, which we will talk about. On the bottom, you do get a closed bottom, as well as these relief cuts right here, and accurate cutouts for your microphone, your speaker, and your lightning port. On the left side, it's closed except for where you have your buttons and your mute toggle switch are exposed, and the top is completely closed as well, along with these relief cutouts here. So you do get 4 relief cutouts, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. For the camera, you get a little bit of protection right there. So you are able to very comfortably set this down and know that your camera should not get scratched by the surface that you are setting this down onto. So with it feeling in the phone, it is very, very comfortable to hold. Down here, a lot of cases will have a very rough area for your pinky, but holding it, I've been using this case for about a week, no issues at all. I haven't had any sort of fatigue on my finger or anything like that. So that is definitely a great positive about this case. And other than that, I mean, there's no really sharp edges. Right here, your sides are rounded off a little bit. So when you hold it, it's not sharp anywhere. No angle in which you'll hold this is it sharp. So I really, really do like that. Now, as far as for the buttons, I do kind of wish if you're already gonna make the top closed and the bottom closed, you might as well just make little slits and buttons for this with air cutouts. That way they're easy to click, but that's not the end of the world, because even if you set it down like this or you set it down like this, you do get that little bit of protection for the sides, and they are, raised up a little bit, so your button may not necessarily touch the surface. So that's already a good sign that they thought of it that way. So that's really good. And I do want to test out the MagSafe on this, and then I want to compare it to another case to show you guys why I like this one more than that one, which is the Pitaka MagSafe 3. So testing with the MagSafe, we're going to start off with the Apple MagSafe wallet first. This MagSafe on this case is very strong, so this is probably my weakest, like I always say, magnet accessory that I have. So we'll put that on. You do get your MagSafe animation right there, and you are able to very comfortably push this around any side, and it is not coming off of this case. The magnets are very strong on the case, so this is very easy to slip in and out of your pocket, no problems, don't even worry about it. Next, I want to bring over the Apple MagSafe battery pack as well as the OtterBox MagSafe battery pack to test them out, since one of these does have an alignment magnet but the other one does not. So let's go ahead and start with the Apple MagSafe battery pack. I'll show you guys how it is. And you can see it's working. And this MagSafe battery pack, this is not going to go anywhere. You are very comfortably put this in your pocket, go out to a concert, to a park, wherever you're going, and you don't have to worry about this ever really doing anything coming off of the phone, nothing like that. So moving on to the OtterBox 5000 milliamp hour battery pack, same thing. This one is not on, I actually think it's dead, but either way, I mean, you can even sit here and hold it and shake it, and it's not coming off the phone, which is great. And then finally, I want to take it over to the Anchor charger that we usually start using now, and oh, we disabled our iPhone, look at that. But either way, you'll see that I am very comfortably able to move this in any direction, and that magnet is not coming off. So don't worry about, using this on a stand or in a car mount. It's not coming off, even so much so to where I can comfortably shake it and then it'll finally come off. But this, like I said, it's got a lot of weight to it, very heavy, so no issues picking it up whatsoever. Last thing I wanted to do is compare the Benks ArmorAir to the Pitaka MagSafe 3. So they're very, very much similar cases. As you can see, they're open, both over here. Both of them are open on this side, but it does come down to the tops and come down to the bottoms of this phone case and this phone case that really make the difference. Now, both of them are very good with magnets. This one does not have an alignment magnet, but the magnets on the Pitaka, as we've seen before in our previous video, is very strong. But just something about those bottom and top, that little bit of security you get from scratching, allows me to really kind of avoid the fact that these sides are open, since you're still getting those little bumps and nicks and dings protection with this case. So I really do like that about it. And also the Pitaka, this bottom is just not it. I mean, it's it digs right into your finger. So again, for the price, for the protection on the top and the bottom, for how this case feels in the hand, for not destroying your pinky on the bottom, I very much recommend this case. I mean, it's a great price already, $39. Plus, they have a bunch of different discount codes you can use on their website, and they're pretty much active all the time. So I definitely do recommend this. I think this is a case that you can go ahead and grab. It's great for the person who wants something very thin on their phone, no crazy protection, no crazy thicknesses or sharp edges or anything like that. You get your bare minimals, a little bit for the camera, a little bit around the edges. This is good to go. This is a case that I can use as my everyday case and have no issues with it. Been using it for a week, no problems at all. Now, I will leave the link for this case down in the description below, as well as for all of the other models that it comes with. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this case, and I'll see you in the next video.